You can even do triangle, square, triangle. If you press square, you get 3 buttons. That's just like a universal rule that I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
I
see?
haven't tried triangle, square, triangle.
Maybe if there's Saji mains. Look at that guard damage that does. Feel about following up. What the what? Whoa!
If you dash, and as you're dashing, you do a quick attack. That's dashing quick attack. It's different than any other move.
Basic combo structure. I'm talking universal. No matter what character you pick, it's gonna work like this. What have you discovered in your time playing Rebirth of Souls, Saint Irving?
So for me, at least with like attacks, I'd say that you can always do quick into heavy and heavy into quicks. So you can always do like a
Something
quick
like
attack.
that.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, exactly like you did like a. This is like a, well, yeah, exactly. That's a heavy into the quick, exactly. So everyone can do that because that's me trying to do a heavy. Oh, and this is you extending.
Yes, sir.
Where am I?
Ooh, nice movement.
Ooh.
Boom.
Oh, you're on it.
Yeah, we played a couple matches to warm up, and
You definitely warmed.
definitely warmed up. But these are just friendlies. We're talking tech, you know. These are just friendlies. I had to take advantage of me not being the one talking right there to get my to get my damage out.
Okay.
But pretty much, yeah. That's also what I've discovered. You get, I'll say like you get 3 buttons if you press square in your combo. And if you don't press square, you get 2 buttons. So pretty much like exactly. Show them right there. Like if you no matter what, if I go triangle, if I press square afterwards, I get 2 squares. If I do, there you go. If I do like
so yeah,
triangles,
that was like 3 quicks and 2 heavies.
That was 3 quicks, 2 heavies. Yeah.
Yep.
Right here is like 3, or I'm sorry. Right there, that was a triangle with 2 squares. You can even do triangle, square, triangle. Like, if you press square, you get 3 buttons. That's just like a universal rule that I've seen. And that works for Gin, too. Like I mean, go ahead, like triangle, square, triangle, like, that.
Yep. Triangle, square, triangle. Oop, actually, no, triangle, square, triangle.
Oh, does it not work?
I tried that one. Let me try that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I
see?
haven't tried triangle, square, triangle.
Yep. That's
okay.
that's a universal mechanic right there, and I think that's a lot safer than throwing out 2 triangles, because if you like block real quick.
Yeah. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay.
So if I throw out 2 heavies, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. I'm gonna throw out 2 heavies, just block, and then just start mashing light.
Bet.
Okay, never mind. So I was gonna say right there, depending on the character, you might be negative when they try to hit you if you do a heavy. But it looks like when I'm fighting against Yin, he can't get to me fast enough with me doing those 2 heavies. But for a fact, if you follow up with, I'm gonna back up to do this. If you follow up with this at the end of your combo and they're blocking, you are 1000% negative, and they can follow up with the full combo on you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the key cone is definitely, it might have armor on it, but if you don't do it right, you're definitely punishable.
Exactly. Here, and I'll show you. Like, I'm gonna launch it. Just block it.
Yep.
Or, boom.
I didn't feel that.
Yeah, right there. I was holding block that whole time. You see right there? I was holding block, which is why I eventually blocked everything else you were doing. But that first hit, you'll always follow up. But good rule of thumb.
A slow one too.
Good rule of thumb. You get 3 buttons if you press square. Ooh, great breaker. I'm trying to think. What else? If you... How do you feel about following up? What the what?
What just happened?
I got plot armor, boy! Get up off me! Get up off me! I got plot armor! Okay, so maybe don't play Gin. What is this, bro?
I'm like, bro, is this Kyoka so I get to? Because I'm like, what the hell?
This is Kisuke with the Hogyoku still in his possession, bro. Like, oh my god, man, that's crazy. Okay, well, that insane like this. See, it's stuff like this is why it might be cope, but I'm glad we don't have ranked, and I wish there was a beta at launch. Let's see if it happens again.
I'm curious. I'm like.
Oh, well, you're in Bankai, so now this won't be the same animation, so I don't think it will happen again. It did? Oh, no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, never mind. Alright,
I was floored, bro.
Woo! Okay, alright.
Come on. One thing, basic combos that I don't think anyone's really doing,
okay,
especially because it's not really being shown, except in one place, is a dash quick attack. Dash and quick attack.
Wait, what?
So, like... Yeah, so if you dash, and as you're dashing, you do a quick attack. That's dashing quick attack. It's different than any other move. It's basically a way to get in, other than doing a quick, like a breaker as you dash in.
Oh!
You're doing yeah. So it's tech no one's really using, but you can use. I don't know how to add it to a combo yet, because I'm still figuring it out. But that's a whole thing nobody's using.
Okay, hold on, wait. So, because if you come in too, because especially if you like mix up your dashes and because that's in the last video, that's what Owlflame was telling me. He was like, I know I can counter your dash because you always do something at the end of it. So if you're like, you know, you come in, back dash a little bit, that back dash would have worked out if it's sick. But you can just come in, you know, have a light. Oh, okay, so it looks like if you do a dashing quick attack, you only get 2 buttons. That's what it looks like.
Okay, so I think a better way to do it, because I'm trying to do like X and then release X and then press square, but you have to hold X as you're doing it and then just press square.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I lied to you. If you do, you can still get 3 buttons if you use a second light before you're heavy.
Ooh, I see it. Okay. Yeah.
But if you just go straight, light, heavy, you can't get a 3rd button right there. You have to do light, heavy. So like dash, quick attack, light, heavy right there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That works, because that way it's a fast attack. It's not a breaker.
Right.
And it gives you a little bit of extra. Yeah.
And that might actually catch people that are trying to come up to you with a breaker too. If you wanna. So like here. Ooh. Oh, yours was sexy. Oh, that was fire. Okay. Okay, so that's another thing to add to the kit, and I feel like I don't know if you'll necessarily be able to use that in combos, but I do feel like that's more of a move.
Like a startup.
Yeah, like that's good for neutral. That's a good neutral move.
Yeah.
And speaking of neutral, we can start actually getting into the movement tech as well. So what have you noticed about movement tech, and what do you prefer with movement tech?
So for me, I'm very big on the back steps. Back steps give you invincibility frames. I believe front steps might do it. I know side steps do, but I think front steps do as well, but I gotta double check again. But basically you get invincibility frames on your step game.
Okay.
So that's why if you take a side step, you'll miss an attack. Now it does depend on the frames,
right?
Because the attack frames, if they last longer than your invincibility frames, then they will still hit you. So you'll see that some attacks, like you try to dodge them, but they still, go through. It's for that or the range. But for the most part, like I'm trying to sidestep for you right now, but it didn't work like I thought it.
Because it's not like the invincibility you get on a roll from when you're playing Dark Souls. It's not like that.
Exactly. It's a little bit different. It's like, oh, you just missed him.
So it's kind of like the same way that you get that flash step invincibility.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish it! Do it!
Oh,
damn.
I was like, can I do it?
Yeah, but it's cool. Okay, because like I said, we're not playing to win, we're just chatting while we're doing it.
No, I know.
So you get invincibility on your dashes, but my thing is, the problem I have, I should say, is timing the dash. You don't have invincibility on startup, you have invincibility on the actual shadowy movement portion of it, right?
Are you talking about side steps or dashing?
I'm sorry, side steps, right. Like the shorter, like when you just press X, not hold it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Side
You're good.
steps.
So you're saying you don't have, so yeah, you don't have it on everything, and it seems to be that it is character based. So slower characters, I'm making an assumption with this, but I say this because with Yoruichi and with Soifon,
and I'm ready when
it
you
seems
are.
that theirs is the most agile or fastest, which would make sense because they are the fastest characters.
Right.
There's just, I'm not sure how to confirm it yet without going through every character.
Could you pick one of them actually?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let me see here. I'll pick Soifon right now.
And then you know what? Here, let me pick a slower character.
Yo, these barracks look kind of cool.
This game just is sick every time I see it, bro. I'll never get sick of this. I would never in my life get sick of this. But okay, so then we've talked about the basic combo strings, how you have your light dash, and as long as you have 2 lights, you can still get your 3 buttons. We have invincibility on our dashes.
Okay, that was her dash and quick attack.
And then I'm wondering. Okay, so his is. I'm wondering if his has any armor on it, like how his special flash attack does. See right there, there's like you're still there. Oh, see, look, you did it a little bit.
I still got hit.
Right. So that's why I'm like, I feel like it's partway there, but I feel like the backdash is gonna be one of the biggest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so your backdash has more invincibility frames than your front, or your side steps.
Does it?
So it is. Yes, it has the most. So it is the best one to do.
Then that's how it just felt, but that's good to know that that's actually how it is.
Yeah. And so with walking, like you'll want to be careful because walking is part of movement, and so moving to the side or moving forward is the same speed, but moving backwards is slower. See how Soifon's moving a little bit slower now?
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Not sure why they did that, but that's what they decided.
Oh, nice. And then, speaking of flash steps, we were talking about this earlier, but when you just flash step as movement, and here, we're going to try it out. I'll flash step towards you since I have more reverse. Yep. When you just flash step as movement, you are negative. So right there, I was holding block. That whole time. What the fuck are you doing? What is that? What were you? What was that?
That was her death state.
Oh, shit, you was just trying to touch me? No, touch me. Okay. You and your freaky fingers aside. You should not. You should not be using flash step as just raw movement. And anytime you see somebody using flash step as raw movement, right there, look. Because you got your flash step out before me, you were able to get in and use a button before I was. So, guys, if you are doing that, I'm telling you right now, break that habit. Only use your flash steps for follow-ups. Or use your reverse meter however you want, but do not use it for just raw movement. Unless you just feel like you can pull it off. It's kind of a disrespectful thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you thought I wouldn't react to it? Like that right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta catch somebody.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention, so I took advantage. But if you're in a heat of combat and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna get it off. Nah,
it's just like landing a keycon move on somebody and they don't have 30%.
Just out of nowhere.
Right.
Out of nowhere, like, bro, you don't think I'm gonna guard? You don't think I'm gonna block? Okay. Oh. So not universal, but kind of character specific, but you do have to kind of lab this out, is the signature move. Not every character can combo their signature move into their combos, but some can. So you have to kind of figure out which characters can. Because like Soifon, she can do like quick attacks into her signature move. Ooh. The movement.
Schmovin', boy!
The motion.
Woo! Let's go. The shmotion. I like that.
Oh god. Yo, his
Sajin is sick,
his
bro.
Keycone. Yo, he's dope. You know what? I'm like, oh, hold on. Oh, that's right. The dash.
Oh, the dash tech. You're right.
Yeah.
We gotta go over the dash tech.
I feel like it's a good opening, but like, what do you really do with the dash tech?
So we can try that whenever you get your reverse meter, but a lot of times I think its best use is catching people that are mashing, and also whenever you use your white reverse, you get a little look. You got a little bit of your awakening meter. I guess in this case it's the sublimation meter. I didn't get there fast enough. Yeah. Oh wait, no, you just let it go.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Mind games here.
So I'm wondering too, I guess Sajin, you could just use his signature skill and just be like, see right there, I backdashed, but because you have multiple hits, it's just like, okay, who cares?
Yeah, that's one thing is that you're gonna really want to figure out everybody's moveset, not just the characters that you use, because if you don't really know the combos that they're throwing out, oof, you're gonna release your guard and not realize they have like 3 more hits to go.
Exactly. And then now the games begin. Sajin is crazy when you use his awakening. I guess maybe you should probably wait until you're like on your last round of lives before you bust this out.
I think so. Yeah, with Renji and Sajin, it's the same. I feel like they both should be waiting it out, and they're actually both really, really strong in base, which I think is what helps them.
Absolutely.
So they don't really need it unless they really need to just clutch it up. With also some counterattack. Ooh. I always try to wait. See, right now I would take the damage instead of trying to guard.
How do you even do? So you can only get with Sajin. You can only soul break when he's in his Bankai.
Oh, you can't do a Kikon move?
I'm guessing that, yeah, because I was trying to just press R2 there. I'm telling you right now, look at this. Boom, this move is crazy. Guard it. I'm going to show you something insane. Guard this. This is, I don't know if anybody, I don't know, maybe if they're Sajin mains. Look at that guard damage that does.
Yo, what?
So realistically, yes, bro, that's his signature move. So when you
do that without me guarding, let me see if that damage.
Yeah, it's great damage. So if you, I don't know, you can try to catch people off guard, get behind them, and just boom. And that's normally what will happen when they just like aren't paying attention.
Have you tried Renji out?
No, I have not.
So this is what I mean by character specific. I just tried him out today. Well, I tried him out more, and I figured out his flash step actually pulls you in and is safe on block. So it basically he can use his signature move to do like a 3 sweep.
Okay.
Like the 3 sweep he did on Ichigo, where like Ichigo eventually.
Oh, that's what somebody was doing against me online. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Right. So you can follow that up with his special flash attack, which basically will close in the gap and pull them in, but then even if they block it, you're still safe, and you get to move first.
Okay.
And it even says it in the menu. It's like something they advertised.
That's crazy. But that would require me to read, and us Dragon Ball fans, we don't be doing too much of that reading stuff. But yeah, no, that is nuts. Whew. That shit is not. I'm telling you, bro. Yo, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad I know that now, because now I'm like, okay, not gonna expect it, because that's actually wild. Oh, your spiritual. So one thing is landing your quick attacks. Once you land the 3rd square, you actually get more spiritual pressure energy. So if you land 1 or 2, that's fine. But the 3rd one is the one that gives you the most.
So you're saying, oh, okay, going back to the, okay. So when you have your 3 strings of light attacks, light, the 3rd light is what will build up your EX meter the most?
Yes.
That, okay.
not out of every combo, but out of like the 3 hits.
The 3 hits.
The third one's actually the one that gives you the reward for it.
Okay. So what?
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is then basic combo structure. A pretty universal BNB would be get in on your opponent, land your 3 light attacks, yellow reverse, do 2 light attacks into a heavy, maybe possibly use a spiritual. This is for Kisuke especially. Maybe possibly use a spiritual pressure technique, because when you land your yellow reverse, you get the 30. You get the 30 EX. So by the time you have essentially 5 lights and a heavy, you're gonna have most likely 70, 75 EX plus that yellow reverse. So then you'll have at least 1 bar, and if your character has a type of EX move where they can take advantage of that, I think that that's pretty, like, it could be a good combo for maybe like 30% to 50% depending on the character. Just, you know, light, heavy, yellow reverse, light, heavy, or you could even just do all lights, yellow reverse, all lights launcher. Like, it just depends, because you might have a character and they have EX moves that are just not good for combos, you know what I mean?
Yes, no, exactly. Like, that's like the thing for like Rangiku, for example. She does a counter for her EX move, so it doesn't really benefit her unless she gets the second one, which are more so attacks or setups.
Right.
So it really does depend, but yeah, it definitely can help set you up.
So then, when would you personally go for light attacks versus heavy attacks? Like, what is your determining
At the very
factor?
beginning.
Okay.
So at the very beginning of the match, I typically would go for some quick attacks. I wouldn't just leave it with that, but that would be the first thing I do to get some spiritual pressure moves.
Okay.
I mean, get some spiritual some energy in. And then follow it up with like quick. So let's see. Yeah. So if I start the match, I would immediately go into good stuff. I would immediately go into quick attack.
Okay.
And then flash up. And now they're away from me. And now I'm back in neutral.
Okay.
And now I have 33. And so, actually no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So now I'm at 30, which isn't great, but one more combo when I have my spiritual technique. Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying. See, and that's why I like using the yellow reverse versus just using the flash step there.
True.
Because you get to that 50 and then you can still follow up with that flash step itself. And then look, you can continue guard pressure. Yeah, like you... There we go. Nice.
You said guard pressure and I remember who I was.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Oh, I just had that reverse pop up at the bottom. So something that was recently discovered in the community is what's called empty vanishing. And when you have somebody in Keycon range, less 30% health or less, if you don't follow up with your actual Keycon move after a launcher, and you wait a second, you can flash step and then just continue a normal combo string. And then when that happens, we will show you guys.
Ooh.
Oh, good launch.
Oh, see, I guess you have to time it.
So, right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Nope.
Right there, I gotta be 30% or less. Or you don't get you don't get enough, you don't get enough hit stun on it.
Oh,
yep.
Good to know. Okay, so that's the difference there.
So
okay.
it pretty much what it is once you get towards, this is the utility I've seen the most. Once your character gets in the sublimation spirit drive phase of the game, it's pretty much an easy, almost guaranteed way to go for a soul break. That's the best, that's the best way to use it that I've seen. But if anybody else finds anything else, definitely let me know.
I'm trying to do a sidestep.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, going for the evolution, alright. I'm trying to think what other, like, because I think we've covered generally, like, the basics and then the basic advanced stuff as well. Nice.
Let me see here. So with special awakenings like Sajin and Renji, there's gonna be very little that you can actually do to damage them.
Yeah.
Because they have super armor.
Yep.
So the best thing you can do is basically just avoid them. Like take a step back. It will limit how much damage they can actually do. But at the end of the day, they can still take away a Kompaku or a guard break by the time that their Bankai finishes. So the best thing that you should do is to avoid much of anything really, and to wait for your reverse gauge to fill up. That way you can do a burst reverse to get your guard back up since it's been breaking in the Bankai, or to do a soul reverse to get your health back so that way you don't go into soul break.
Got you. Okay.
Since you can't really attack them, chain reverse is going to be kind of useless, so the best thing to do is, you know, get your guard up or get your health up.
Right. Okay. That's good. Because that's something that when I fought a Renji, I got my butt whooped. That was the first time I ever fought a Renji. See, I just
say, why aren't you doing your Bankai? But no, it's a good thing you're not.
Here we go. I'm just gonna go for it. I was trying to do the empty vanish thing with Sajin, but I'm literally just not setting my combos up right. I'm just messing up right now. But yeah, I think that personally with Sajin, the tech is when you get in. See, right now I'm in that soul break range. Okay, so if you follow up with Tenkin, you can't actually extend with a Kikon move either, which is good to know. I just whiffed. Alright.
Yes.
That's cool, that's fine.
Let me check something out.
Oh, my fault, my fault.
No, you're good. I was curious, really. Oh, that is different. Wow, everyone really does have. So I mean, our universal dash quick attack.
Yeah.
But I just really haven't seen any of them, so I'm like, oh wow, that's what that does. Is that what his was?
Yeah, that's his. Yep.
Yeah, an elbow. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely like the startup to a combo. Because you're not going to use it at the end of a combo, but you'll use it at the beginning to get in and kind of just. It's kind of unassuming.
I waited too long. Yeah. But yeah, no, that to me is like, I don't know, it's just a little sneaky thing. It's just a little sneaky thing for real. You know? Like, it's definitely a combo starter, it's definitely a way to play neutral, and it's definitely a way to, you know, get somebody off guard too, especially if you're mixing up your approach. Right there, that's nice.
Yeah, like what were you gonna do in that dash?
Dash backwards. Yeah, so your grab, as long as you, I'm assuming you held that grab.
No, I hit it at the end.
Okay, so then I just didn't dash backwards in time. So now we can see here.
Are you even getting? Are you
taking
damage?
I'm taking damage, but you just poise through everything.
See, I can survive this. What if I killed you while doing this?
You can. You definitely can.
Not the one I didn't. And flash attack does nothing. Flash step does nothing because really, you're gonna end up right in front of him again.
Yeah. Whoa!
He said, "I'm not done yet."
You thought I was down and out. That was actually kind of sick. I'm wondering if that's like a guaranteed flash step, perfect flash step. If they see you on the ground like that.
So did you press anything?
Yeah, no, I L1X. I used my perfect flash step there, but like after your Bankai, you just with Sajin, I don't know about Renji, but yeah, you just collapse. You just have that little crumple animation, and yeah, normally I try to flash step there and then use circle because that's typically will catch somebody in the middle of an animation. But yeah, Sajin.
Yeah, because you look free.
You look
like,
1000% free.
free.
Exactly. And I'm wondering if you are free up until a certain point, but that point is right when people get to you. You know what I mean?
That's really good to know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Because like those little things, like, I mean, Aizen can do that to you. I think if you take one of Aizen's attacks, you end up collapsing. But I don't think that you can do like a flash attack or a flash step to get out of it.
Got
so.
you.
Fuck, I'm a gangster. Yeah.